Hey, this is Steve with Built Construction. We got our house all finished up. It's been several months of blood, sweat, tears, and several gray hairs, but a lot of amazing coordination with our designer and our homeowner, and it's allowed us to have this beautiful home that's ready for the Utah Valley 2026 Parade of Homes. It's anticipated that we have around 15,000 people coming through our home, so we've got a lot of little details that we had to make sure were just right. Let's go take a look. We're able to pour a slab over our cold storages in order to make some nice storage rooms downstairs, and then we actually have a safe underneath the middle of this room, and then cover it with our pavers and make it look really pretty and aesthetic for the neighborhood. Right as we go into the entry of the house, this is a beautiful steel door. It's 12 feet tall and 7 feet wide. It's a thermally broken and heavily insulated steel with our glass panels to be able to provide a beautiful look, but also some energy efficiency. Our homeowner and designer have got these big terracotta pots that add some accent to the front of the house. And then our lighting is a copper that matches in with our solid copper and gutter that is actually unlacquered, so it's going to patina or darken after time, which is one of the beautiful characteristics of using copper. All of our door handles throughout the house are these amazing solid brass handles and knobs. They're all also unlacquered, so they'll have a little bit of patina and coloration to them as they age and show off their true beauty. Weather Shear did an amazing job. These doors and windows have been incredible, easy to work with, easy to install. They keep the exterior heat out now during the summer and keep the inside at an awesome temperature. All of our windows and doors, and even the garage doors, have got these cast stone accents. Our windows have these cast stone sills and headers. Our round ones we wrapped with cast stone all the way around. And then our garage doors and exterior doors have got a nice cast stone header over them to provide a really pretty look. All of our gutter downspouts we've attached to go underneath the ground. We bring them down in, and then right before they get to the ground, we've got these semi-permeable pipes that go out into the middle of the yard. And then when heavy water comes down, it can disperse out into the yard and away from the house, which helps keep water and moisture away. Which wouldn't really be too big of an issue in this house anyway, as the way we build our homes is we've got rain screens that are down on our foundations. We've got 2 of the larger sizes of those pipes down on the footings, and everything in this house moves all the way around to the back to a big retention pond that has a sump pump in it. And I'll show you where that comes and gets pumped back into the storm drain. This is a really unique part of this home because of its neighborhood. This right here is our storm drain collection. So all of the downspouts of all the gutters come and go all the way around the house and collect in this storm drain. And then it actually connects to the city's storm drainage and away from the house. It's an area where we've got a river right in the backyard, and they're really conscious about water control and watershed. So these homes have these to protect their home and their neighbor, and to keep the whole neighborhood safe and all their water during storms under control. We'll go ahead and tick down into the landscape. Our landscaper did a lot of coordination with the homeowners to find out exactly what they want, and I think that's something that really is necessary in building, is you have to take the time to talk with your homeowner over all these different details. How do you want the final look to be? Do you want trees over here? How big are the windows going to be? Because it doesn't make sense to put in a huge window in your house if you just got a huge tree that's going right in front of it. So a lot of, foreplanning to know exactly what the final product's going to be and look like. The roof is one of the most vital parts of the house in protecting it against the elements. And where we've gone with True Slate, we have made sure we don't have any penetrations coming through. There's not any vents or plumbing pipes or anything like that that comes up and creates a possible point of weakness in the roof. We've got a full roof that's got no penetrations except for our chimneys right here that are fake chimneys. We've made sure we have all of our plumbing, all of our furnaces, their venting comes in one spot. The only thing we've got on this house is our fireplace, and it's the one point in the whole roof where we have a penetration, a one spot where there's a possibility that there could be a leak. And trust me, we waterproofed it. Each one of our chimneys has got 2 copper pots that look like the old style chimney caps. These were very expensive and very difficult to make as they're bending the copper metal around. A cage that we had to build was quite difficult, took a lot of finesse. But it had to match the look of the neighborhood and then had to match these finials that we got for the peaks of all of our rooftops. Working in neighborhoods where there's existing homes, a lot of times you've got damage that you're walking into. When we got here, there were a couple pieces of concrete that were broken. And obviously, as we built the house, there was concrete trucks, dump trucks, and things like that came on and drove over the sidewalks and broke a couple pieces. So we replaced the concrete that we broke. We replaced the concrete that was already broke. That way, when we leave, everything is in perfect, pristine condition. On this home, we've got some precast window wells. So we had to get our welder over here and weld up some window well covers for protection. We've got an egress ladder for the bedrooms as per code, and they just turned out really nice. We'll go down here through our paver steps down to the backyard. Even got some cut slate stone stairs. These are the same style of pavers. It's a little different color than what we have in the driveway and up on the porch cap. But it really helps integrate. It's a really good earthy tone that matches with the stone and the stucco on the house. This ceiling soffit in our decks and patios is thermally modified hemlock, and it's got a slight stain on it just to give it some nice earthy tones and to make it last outside. It's amazing. It's very rich color and shows off a lot of its natural feel down here. We've really tried to plan to hide this big retaining wall as we've got some different elevations. And so we've planted a bunch of these big trees that are going to grow up and out to help us hide this back wall. We have stuccoed it the same stucco as the house just to give it a little more beauty. And then we planted the same kind of plants that'll help hide our utility condensers that we've pushed back here up away from the elements and out of the sun so that they stay protected. And we'll take a walk up through our natural stone step stairway. This neighborhood, they don't want a perfect stair step. It's got to look a little more natural, so we made a stair step stone that looked not perfect but a little more natural, but still make it easy to get up to the top of this retaining wall. I'll show you a really pretty detail that we like, and our copper gutter guys did an incredible job. At all of our copper downspouts, we have these terminations. It's the divide where the gutter itself turns down into the downspout. And it's one solid piece, and it's got this even little beautiful star right on the center of it that adds a little more character. It was fun to watch these guys come and weld up all of the copper pieces together. They'd sit there and solder each piece as they'd cut them. So it's one perfect solid metal piece. And all those joints and unions are all hidden by their straps, so you never see any of those terminations or butt joints. The roof package on this home is very unique. It's compiled of copper and true slate. And the slate that we got came in 23 pallets and weighed about 65,000 pounds. So we had to upsize the trusses, upsize the structure to hold that, because that's essentially holding 10 F-150s on the top of this house. But it provides an incredible extremely durable roof material that will last. Here is the attic access to our main furnace for the main floor. If you've been following along our other videos, we talked a little bit about how we don't have any blown cellulose that's all over on the drywall. All of our insulation is up on our roof deck, protecting and keeping all the heat out from there up. Our gas line's up here feeding our fireplaces and our furnace. We've got our humidifier for our floor. We've got our ERV system, which is really important because that's how all of the exhaust fans in the bathrooms run, is they're all constantly cycled up into here. They're filtered, dehumidified if needed from the showers, and then redistributed back into the furnace. But as you can tell, we're up here in the attic. It is 85 degrees outside, and it is like 70 degrees up here in the attic space. It's a ventilated space, you know, none of the heat from the sun that gets into the attic and heats the attic and stops at the insulation on the floor. All that heat stays out of the house. There's no reason for it to be in here. The reason we put an attic furnace in is because it is a conditioned space. So all of the air, all the cool air that it makes and all the hot air that it makes, it's going to be it's in a conditioned space, not in a super hot attic. You know, we're at 70 degrees right now and it feels great. But when this turns on, it's making air conditioning. All the cold air that it's sending through all the pipes, it's going to get to where it needs to be. It's not going to travel through a straw that's sitting out in the sun at 90 degrees and get heated along the way. All the cold air that you make is going to get to where you want it to be. So we come into the mudroom. We've got a great big space. Whether you're a skier or a mountaineer, you can put your skis and equipment inside, not have to look at it, store it, or if you're just putting hiking shoes, pool stuff, or if you've got kids and you've got backpacks, there's lots of space for them to be able to store their backpacks and their homework, put their shoes in so it's not making a mess, and keep your house looking tidy. Here's our grand staircase. Beautiful chandeliers, the main accent of the stair, drawing all of the attention. Our hand-built stair railing is a beautiful oak that's been stained quite dark to match one of their dining tables. And then we've got it swooped down at the bottom, which was quite a difficult but fun detail to be able to have a continuous twist all the way around, which took our carpenter quite a bit of time but turned out amazing. This right here is our gallery. It's incredible. It's got some beautiful art that the homeowners have been collecting for a long time. The light in this room is different than the rest of the house. We've gone with Ketra bulbs because they're able to be tuned and have the right contrast, color, and tone to exactly what we want on these photos. So if we've got a little bit of extra green coming in because it's summer, we can tone the lights to have a little bit less green. Or if one of the art pictures has got a blue in it that we want to accent, we can control the light that's above it to be able to draw out the color that we prefer the most. A really amazing option and a great technology that Ketra has that we've been able to integrate into this beautiful home. Off the gallery, we've got a storage closet and we've got a powder bathroom. Powder bathroom's been wallpapered all the way around. It's got a beautiful pedestal sink and a bidet toilet, which we've done in each one of the bathrooms. All finishes have been in polished nickel. All of our lights have been hand-picked from all over the world. We've got the house taped off. We're getting ready for the parade, so we want to be able to show the people what we've got without having them have to get in and mess with some of the personal content of our client. But one of the beautiful details we've got is all of our switches have been hand-selected and etched as to what their function is as well. And so throughout the house, you don't have to, switch on and off to find out what you need. Everything's labeled as to what it's doing, whether it's doing an uplight or a porch light, an accent light, a lamp, cans, cabinet lighting. Everything's labeled so you know exactly what you're turning on and off. Our cabinet shop has done an incredible job. This is from Built Cabinets, our custom cabinet shop, and they've made this furniture style cabinet. It's got these new arched tops that are really beautiful, a beautiful inlaid profile. And then these awesome handmade knobs that were installed onto them. It helps display all the fun books and and personal items of the homeowner, and so that he can be here in his office and feel comfortable and enjoy his space. This room was built specifically for our homeowners. This is her sewing room. She has lots of natural light coming in, and she's able to make the beautiful quilts and material items that she makes with all the space and lighting that she would ever need. It's got a beautiful marble countertop, same as what we've got through the rest of the house. Meshes to have the same cohesive feel, and just gives her a great, amazing space to relax and enjoy what she loves. Right in through here is the owner's master wardrobe. They've got plenty of space to hang all of their clothes, to put all their shoes, anything that they want. They've got storage for personal items, and of course, they've got their own washer and dryer. Every master closet should have their own washer and dryer. No reason to have to share that with the kids. It's a great way to be able to save transporting baskets of dirty clothes throughout the house. That way all your dirty clothes stays in your closet, you wash it, it's folded on the tables, and you're ready to use it again. And enters right into the master bathroom. This marble is beautiful. It's a 2-foot by 2-foot square marble that we've laid on a tilt. And this, of course, is a heated floor, but on top of that, we took the same tile and we cut it into 2-inch strips and bordered all of our tile throughout to give us this beautiful customized look. One thing that a lot of people miss is in showers or in master bathrooms, having a curb for your shower takes up a lot of space and can be difficult to use. You'll kick them or you have to step over them. So in our homes, we build curbless showers, where we'll take the time to engineer the floor and drop it down so that our tile setter can float the floor over to the drain, and we can have one solid floor that floats all the way through. This is a beautiful glass. This was installed for us by a Gatsby. It's a Starfire, so it's a lead-free glass. There's no iron, no lead in it, so it doesn't give off that green hue. It's a beautiful, clear glass that's not going to reflect any kind of green hue. And they did an incredible job for us. Inside the shower, we've gone and we've put marble slabs on the wall. There's zero grout to have to clean. It's the same slabs that we have put in our kitchen, on the kitchen island and on the backsplashes, but it provides with a flawless, super easy to clean and beautiful, unbroken accent wall that just looks incredible. With the same material that we built the showers, we built all of our countertops with. We've got a marble countertop, marble backsplash, marble accent bullnose piece. We've done the face of our cabinet in a solid marble with the matching accent pieces on the top and the bottom as well. We've tried to integrate the same marble throughout the whole home. Even our mirror, we bordered with a marble bullnose to integrate it in, so everything is a beautiful, cohesive, high-end feel and a high-end look. Right off the master bath and into the master bedroom. A very spacious room that's incredible. It's got a great cozy feel and very inviting. Somewhere where you can come in and lay all your worries away and just go to sleep. Fun fact about this fireplace, our city inspector almost failed us because we didn't have combustible, or we had combustible material too close to it. But this is actually just a fake fireplace. It's a beautiful facade that we added into this wall to add character to the room, but obviously didn't want to add the expense of all the venting and bringing gas in and combustible air. So they still have the beautiful look of having a fireplace in their bedroom without having to spend the money on it or have the additional health risk. The trim and carpentry throughout this house is amazing. We have a 12-inch crown that we were able to install up in the top. And we've got a ceiling pencil and a wall pencil to be able to accent all the trim and give it a carpentry look without having it be too heavy. We followed all of our walls with our pencil trim and then really tried to hide all of our mechanicals, so our exhaust vents and air returns. We used fitties, which are these semi-invisible registers for our air supply. And then we have these Invisivent. They are a mud-in and painted air return that look beautiful and are very minimalistic. A lot better than having a big metal grate screwed to your ceiling. All right, our main floor through here is the great room and the kitchen. This floor is incredible. It's a 12-inch wide ash from Denmark. We had it shipped here overseas and had it acclimated and got it glued and stapled and installed and sanded and put this Danish oil on it that's nice flat, and it just looks so good. It's very warm and inviting. Right over through this way, we've got our dining room. The clients have set their dining room table in through here with all their chairs, and then as you come through this way, you're actually able to look through the fireplace into the great room, and vice versa. I look into the dining room from the great room. In our great room, we've got a beautiful symmetrical trio of doors. So 3 doors and 3 transoms with all the trim exactly laser straight on it, giving it a perfect pristine look. And then this room has gone through a lot of change and evolution. The original plan showed it to have a 20-foot vault. After we got that built, they decided that we would drop it down into a flat ceiling. And then after that, they decided, well, let's build these 3-foot crown accents all the way around. And then they wanted to carry that through the whole house. So we ended up building these barrel ceilings, barrel crown, all throughout this great room, throughout the gallery, the hallways, the front 2 rooms, to really give it this fun French accent. We see a lot of this in some of the LDS temples. Right below all that, we've got the same 12-inch crown that carries all throughout the main floor, a pencil trim that follows below it, and our ceilings have got some box trim, box moldings that give it a very pristine, clean, and simple look to it. In here into the kitchen, it's an amazing, amazing feel. Our cabinet shop does an incredible job of providing homeowners with the type of cabinets they want and their style. This particular style is a inset cabinet, meaning that the cabinet doors themselves, the doors and drawer fronts, are inset flush with the cabinet frames. This is one of the highest end style of cabinets because you have to have everything perfect, pristine, level, straight, and just create an amazing, amazing product, which takes a lot of skill, and our skilled carpenters in the shop do an amazing job of it. We love integrating our appliances into the cabinets. So we've got a microwave down here from Thermador, so that kids can open up the microwave and make popcorn. They can heat their treats and snacks during the day and not have to bother mom or anybody. And then the grand part and the central focus of this kitchen is this LeConche stove. It's a beautiful pro stove, and it's got so many amazing features, and it's just elaborate in how it was built and its functions. Warming drawers below, double ovens, and then it's got, just your standard burners, but then you can cook on a wok, you can cook on an oversized pot, you have pancakes, you've got not just gas, but also a conventional or an induction stove. So you can cook with gas or without gas. It's a great dual fuel pro stove, and we're happy to be able to show it off with its sister, this LeConche hood range. While we're talking about this hood, let's talk a little bit about how this house was built. This house is very energy efficient and very airtight. We use zip system, we use Advantech, we use different building science techniques like monopoly framing to be able to have this house be as airtight as it is. And it's so airtight that when we turn on our hood, it's going to begin to suck air out of the house, but the house doesn't have anywhere where air leaks in. So we have to have a makeup air that is right here in the ceiling of our kitchen to be able to bring clean filtered air into the house that matches the air being taken out. And when we set this up, we had to do that balance and have a barometer and be able to check the pressure within the house so that as this is pulling out 400 or 600 CFM of air, our makeup air is able to pull in heat and filter in that same amount of air so that the pressure in the house stays the same. Turning here to our island, like we've done before, we've got one half of our island that's heated and the rest of the island is just standard. And a lot of people ask, why do you heat your island? Why do you have this heated element inside? Because we use the same heating element that we use inside the floors of our master bathroom. One, for comfort, but it is a great baking thing. If you're making rolls, if you're making dough, you're gonna turn this on and be able to make your dough on here and help it rise, help it cook. You can turn it way up and you can bring pizzas, lay it on the countertop, it'll help keep it hot. Lots of fun features, but we found that as homes today are built for comfort and luxury, just to be able to sit your hands or your arms on a heated space, even during, especially during the winter, it'll help just for general comfort, just to feel nice. These may look like cabinets, but they are actually appliances. This is a 36-inch freezer and a 36-inch fridge from Thermador. They have open assist, so that you just touch the handle and they'll help open. This side giving you 36 inches of fridge to keep your food, and this 36 inches of freezer for your frozen items. Look beautiful, all finished with matching handles, and just a great overall look, and the ability to keep the big old bulky fridge freezer look in your kitchen. Beautiful stainless inside. And speaking of stainless, here in our scullery, we have true stainless cabinets and countertops. So all the doors and cabinets and drawers and hardware and everything is all a heavy duty stainless steel. We got these brought in and made them one of our suppliers for our cabinet shop, and these things are awesome. They're super heavy duty. We have appliances in them. You can put whatever you'd like, and the overall finished look is just pristine. On this side, we've got all stainless cabinets as well, and a stainless countertop. But we've also integrated our appliance with stainless fronts. So we have a stainless ice maker from KitchenAid. We've got one of our Thermador dishwashers with a stainless face, our stainless cabinet, and then we even have a warming drawer from Thermador that you can set all your food in and keep it warm if it's done and made and you still have something else you got to make. You can come set it in here and keep it warm. If you're making rolls, whatever you'd like, and it integrates all with the same stainless. Barbecue Boss has provided us with these beautiful Blaze appliances. We've got a barbecue grill and a smoker. Be able to store all the appliances and items you need, like your spatulas and cleaning things underneath, and then have your appliances out here. This actually comes with even a rotisserie. You can make whatever you'd like out here, just a total chef's haven. We built these and did the same stucco as the house all the way around them to kind of keep it integrated into the house. Got this beautiful black granite that we put on top, and just, boy, it's just gonna last forever. This flooring right here is really fun. This is a resin rock. It's semi-permeable. So if we were to pour water on here, or if it were to rain, the water will seep into this, get to the waterproof membrane, and flow out and off the deck without causing a pool. Feels soft on the feet. It's got a great texture, and it doesn't get as hot as a solid surface does, like a Trex or like a concrete surface. Our black railing out here is all installed and ready to go. We've got our stair stringer that goes down to the back patio. But the views out here are just amazing. We've got a beautiful breeze. You can hear and see the river as it comes through. And it's just a great place to have the family come and hang out. You can sit down on the couch and relax. You can sit at the tables and eat. You can come over to the barbecue pit and make s'mores or roast hot dogs and just have a good time with the family. Well, let's go down and look in our basement. All of our treads are the same flooring as our floor. They're 1.25 inch solid ash wood. Got them still sanded and oiled just like the rest of the floor. And then this is a really fun detail. And really quite difficult for our carpenter, but it turned out awesome. We had to curve this down to the floor and match as it stayed and made this full round. And the original plan was for it to just drop down right there, which would have been super easy. But if you have a designer on a job, any builder knows that nothing's going to be easy. So she had us, make something that could carry this same look and flow down as the handrail up here also flows down. So as this was made by our carpenter, the stair guys had to actually build this grab rail up here out of a solid piece of oak and make it flow down. But it shows off great craftsmanship. They did a good job. Huge open space down here in the basement, and we were able to do that by just adding one steel member, integrating steel into the house. So we have one beam that goes all the way across right here, and that allowed us to not have to have any posts or anything in this space, which really allows you to have this great big open feel. which is fantastic because now you have this big open space to be able to enjoy. Watch your kids as they're playing or watching TV. You can play games. You can go into the theater, into the gym, into the spa and sauna. Go back into your bedroom, bathroom, and everybody can be hanging out with everyone. This kitchenette is super unique. All of its doors are actually glass. They have a stainless steel frame that just holds the glass pane in, and the hinges just are attached to that stainless frame. But a very unique, very beautiful look, given this a totally different style. These Smeg fridges are really fun. They're beautiful. They just stand out. And a really fun detail of this backsplash is she had us curve it up to add additional water protection behind this faucet. And it adds a really cool detail. All of her lights throughout this whole house are very unique. Most of the light fixtures in this house are from online. You had to bid for them. They're handmade, so from First Dibs or from some, light dealers that, just have very few of these fixtures. And so she was lucky to get a bunch of these and show them off in this home. Integrated a lot of our beautiful open cabinets in here for this fireplace, make it inviting, show a lot of fun decor, your books, toys, games. The media center is actually in one of the drawers to the side of the fireplace. So you can still watch movies, you can hook up an Xbox and play on the TV, and just kind of a multifunctional space. Touch on these are some more of our Invisivents. So these are the air returns. So as all the air that's supplied into the house, cold or hot, it's cycled through, taken back into the returns and back to the furnace to be conditioned to what the thermostat's calling for. This room is the room for the weirdo of the family.
Hey.
Oh, sorry, Steve. This room was done in a full drench, so everything in here is the same color. The baseboards, the walls, the ceilings, the cabinets, even the plug covers are all painted the same color. It's what is called a drench. It's done for one of the sons of the family, who's just, he's got a lot of special talents, and we've got one of his guitars in the corner, and most of the bedrooms in this house are en suites, so they have their own private bathroom. This one we were able to mix two different types of marble to get this beautiful checker pattern. We put it on a tilt in the shower floor and then kept all the walls the same checker as the floor. Did the baseboards in the same tile, make everything really durable. I mean, you're never gonna have a baseboard that's gonna swell up when it's a tile. We did the same thing for the backsplash on the countertop. And these are beautiful water monopoly fixtures that were shipped in from overseas. And they just show off just beautiful how this porcelain is, integrated with the polished nickel faucets and the polished nickel frame of the stands. It's just, it's an elegant piece. So we built this gym to the needs of the homeowner. They just love cycling, running, and doing a little bit of lifting. So we don't have a ton of equipment, but it's exactly what they need. We've got their bicycles, we've got their treadmill, and then they have a bench to do some free weights. They love just coming in and watching TV, listening to a little bit of music and exercise. This client was able to experience something extremely special. He was able to carry the torch for the 2002 Salt Lake Winter Olympics. So he has his Olympic torch up on the wall to be able to display while he's in the gym and remember that while he's in here working out. Right through this way we have bedroom number 4. Nice different color, adding to the feel of the room. We've got lamps on either side that are built into the wall. They each have their own switches, so you can turn them on and off, or you can dim them. Matches the switches throughout the rest of the house. Another ensuite bedroom. So as you come through, they have their own bathroom, 2 sinks, and a beautiful shower. And something that we did in here that's very different is this shower. It's actually not tile, but it's a micro cement. It's a waterproof plaster that was put on, and it's amazing. It gives this really fun artesian look to it. Like I said before, it's 100% waterproof, but it looks so pretty. They've got their own personal freestanding tub, their toilet room, and then we'll show you behind Steve, and then their closet. Down here under the third car garage, we were able to utilize this space so they could have a spa room and a sauna. This 15-foot wide sauna is incredible. It has a full wall of glass, a big access door, and then a huge bench where you can lay out, you can sit up, and however you'd like to enjoy the sauna, you can. This is made all out of our thermally modified hemlock. We ran a V-groove through all the centers of it to make it have this individual piece profile. All of our benches are made out of the same hemlock, all of our floors, giving it this incredible look. And if you look closely, like in any of this, there's no pins, there's no holes. All of this was applied with hidden fasteners. Even our floor, we actually built the whole floor sitting up and then pulled the stand out from below it and dropped the whole floor down into place and just made it seamless. It's incredible. Our carpenters did an amazing job. Very proud of them for being able to do that. Added some under lighting under the bench and then some strip lighting up top to help kind of give it an accent so you're not getting any direct light. We do have some additional can lighting in here if you need more lighting, but the accent strip light gives it just the perfect ambiance. These paintings are actually local. This is a backdrop of Utah Lake, and so they're local artists that they knew made them for them, and we have them posted up here. But these mountains are a silhouette of what is Utah Lake. Right off the basement hallway is a guest bathroom. We've got one of the Water Monopoly porcelain and polished nickel frame pedestal sinks, and then a beautiful marble shower. Same Starfire glass with no iron, no lead, just beautiful look without making all the tile look green. Kept the marble tile, and just tiled all the way up into the shower and all the way up the floor. So we come in here to the kids' bedroom. It's set up, a very fun, very cool style, and what's used to be old and outdated is now back. If you look at this wallpaper, these flowers, it's a style that's, was around quite a bit back then and is coming back and is more popular now, and it's made this room look beautiful. I mean, even the pillows that were on the beds are the same texture, they're the same material. They just did a great job of making this room look really fun. Really fun feature that most people walk past is this is actually our pocket door. We have it hidden pretty well. Soft open and soft close, and then as it closes, the trim makes it look just like a regular jammed wall, so you don't have a big ugly split. So the only thing you end up seeing is just the track up in the top. Really fun way to have a pocket door without it looking like a pocket door. This is the basement laundry room for the other 3 bedrooms of this house. They've got their own washer and dryer. They've got places to store their linens and cloths. They've got their own sink. Under here we've got a Roomba garage, so it can come out and it can go vacuum and clean all the floors and park itself back underneath. And we've got a drying rack. That's a really cool style. You can loosen the ropes, bring it down. You can hang all your stuff and lift it up out of the way. If you've got long dresses you need to do higher, you can lift it all the way up. Just a really fun laundry caddy. Over here we've got our storage rooms. We've got a safe. If you go through here into the sauna room, you're going to meet Bill, and Bill's our buddy. And then this is our mechanical room. We had the architect of the house come and visit, and he came in here and he goes, I remember drawing this up as a mechanical room for your furnace, but I don't see your furnace. Which we were very proud of because we built the house so efficient and so tight that it didn't require as much heating or cooling. So we were actually able to get rid of the furnace that went in here and just have the 2 small furnaces that we've got. So we've got now this great big space that works for storage, but we saved them from the expense of having to have a whole nother furnace and all the ducting and the cooling and all that stuff. Back in this back corner, we have an 80-gallon hybrid water heater. So it's a tankless with an 80-gallon reserve hooked to a circulation pump. This is what's really important. When you're installing all the plumbing in your house, you want to remember to run a circulation line. And what this little pump does is it pumps a little bit of hot water throughout the house at all times, so that no matter where you are, you can turn on the hot water, and within 3 seconds, you should have hot water right there. Hot water on demand. There's no more going into your shower and turning it on and waiting for it to get hot and getting your clothes, getting your towel, coming back, testing the water again. You just turn the water on, it's hot, you get in. Saves water, saves energy from having to heat. Just a great way to run the house. So we really stress to people, if you're gonna put, if you have a house that you're building new, have your plumber put in a circulating pump so that you can have instant hot water. We've got a setup here for another one if they ever need. We've got, this is a water softener loop. Currently they don't want a water softener nor need one, as we've got this filtration system from Nuvo. There's 3 different filters that the water passes through so that it can get filtered without having to go through a salt brine and have a slimy water come through the house. So a great option to be able to have soft water that's nice on your appliances and your fixtures, but won't have a salty, slimy feel. We're here in the theater, and I personally love TVs instead of projectors. I love having like a big 130-inch Samsung big screen 8K TV, but our homeowner already had this incredible JVC 8K projector, so we built this around this theater around that projector. It gave us parameters of how big it wants the room, where it wants the speakers, and so that it follows the Dolby Digital surround sound system, and we built it just perfect to that spec. Even the screen correlates exactly to this projector to get the most ideal movie quality and experience. Which, I mean, it's all about the client and what they want. It's their house. We've got some awesome reclining chairs that are super comfortable. Recline back almost to horizontal, so you can even sleep in here if you wanted to. We've got the Wi-Fi coming in right here on the other side of this wall. Wi-Fi emitters throughout the house. You've got high-powered internet. You can easily stream any of your favorite movies from any of your different providers, whether you're watching Netflix or Disney or Paramount or whatever. You've got your TV you want at the quality you want, and it's just an amazing space to spend some time and really absorb and be in the moment in those movies.
Hi, I'm Bob.
And I'm Robin.
Welcome to C'est La Vie.
So welcome back. It's been a year since I did my video at the beginning of building this beautiful home, C'est La Vie. Steve Morley with Built Construction did a marvelous job with building this beautiful home in just a year.
It's amazing how such a technologically advanced home came together so quickly. There's a lot of features of efficiency, sustainability, low energy use that are things that we wanted in a home build, and yet to look at it, it doesn't look like a technologically advanced home. It's very comfortable. It's all of our surfaces are natural surfaces, from their ashwood flooring from Denmark to our countertops of marble. We got some of our inspiration from travel, and when we traveled to Turkey, we admired the beautiful marble surfaces throughout that were hundreds of years old and had a nice wear and a nice patina, but yet still were gorgeous.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I think the only thing that's faux in this house are our minky blankets, which we love, by the way. Anyway, if you want to see a home tour, if you want to learn more about the various efficiencies of the home, or where we got our beautiful features in this home, from lights to hardwood floor to vanities, go to the YouTube channel under Built Construction and like and subscribe.
Thanks for visiting C'est La Vie.
Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed coming through the house with me. It's an amazing home we were able to build for these clients. I apologize, I'm a better builder than I am a show host or whatever this is in front of a camera, but I do appreciate you guys watching. Subscribe, we'll be doing a lot more videos and a lot more homes, and we'll see you at the parade.